All right, welcome back to the Nightly Sports Call. You know, Paul, before we get to some calls, I wanted to get your opinion. I know we talked about this yesterday on the show with Gene Collier, but Martavis Bryant, you know, we're talking about suspensions. This is, in essence, a suspension for Bryant. How would you handle the rest of the year or maybe the next couple weeks with him? Do you have to handle him with kid gloves? What do you need to do to get him in the right frame of mind?
I think the best thing that could happen is Juju Smith-Schuster, Eli Rogers, and Justin Hunter all play really well. I'm hoping they all three have great games, because then Mike Tomlin can go to Martavis Bryant and say, you're expendable. So you can either straighten up and play, but we don't need you.
Say this offense goes out and scores, what, 35 points? Schuster has a big game. Justin Hunter has maybe a touchdown in a big game. Do you sit him again against the Colts?
Well, the thing about it is, if I were Mike Tomlin, I would make him earn his way back onto the field. And if that means, you know, these three guys play really well, guess what? They get to play again next week and you're going to be inactive again, so be it. To me, I think he's from somebody.
Has to be his agent.
And I think the problem is he's going to, you know, if you put him back in a uniform, what, now all of a sudden you're going to have to try and baby him? No, you can't do that. This is a guy that's been suspended twice. He hasn't been reliable. He hasn't been, you know, accountable. To me, I hope these other guys play really well, and that gives Mike Tomlin the option of saying, you know what, we don't need you.
Yeah, his next suspension is out for the season, is out for maybe his life could he potentially get suspended for. Yeah, you got to hope that these guys take advantage of their opportunities, Hunter, Smith-Schuster, Eli Rogers, because if they do, we have a bye week. I doubt, you know, if this offense is clicking in Detroit and puts up some more points than they have already, I doubt you can. There's no justification for putting Bryant back in there.
Well, that's what I mean.
Until something happens.
I think the thing about it is, if you can say to him, listen, we've won without you. You've made yourself expendable by all this nonsense.
Yeah.
So, you know, you've got to now prove to us that you deserve to be back on the field. That's the best case scenario. Now, if they go out and they, you know, their offense struggles and they can't complete any real, you know, passes except for maybe to Antonio Brown, that's different. But if these three guys go out and play really well, I would make it clear to Martavis Bryant, listen, it's Wednesday, you know, we're starting the week here Wednesday. You've got 3 days to beat one of these guys out, or else you'll be inactive again.
Is it? They do have a bye week next week. Then they're in Indianapolis the following week.
That's right.
But
so.
I mean, I don't know if he is. I don't know the sense inside the locker room there. But do you think he? First of all, do you think he is a cancer in that locker room right now? And do you think he could turn into one if he doesn't play and get his way?
Yeah, I mean, I think he could.
And could it be a huge distraction and halt them?
No, I mean, I think the thing about him is, and I hate to say it this way, he's almost not relevant enough to be that big of a distraction. You know what I'm saying? I think. Well,
now he's becoming.
If he becomes a cancer, like, it's one thing if it's Antonio Brown.
Yeah. Or Le'Veon Bell or Ben Roethlisberger
or one of these guys, but him, you know what? I think most of the guys, the veterans and this and that, they're like, listen, dude, take that somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think, you know, and I don't think he's a cancer from the standpoint of, I truly believe he's trying to play hard, and he probably practices hard and all that other stuff. I think he'll be fine. The big thing is, if they can make him beat those other guys out again, so he understands you don't just get handed a job, then that'll be okay. That'll be good. That'll be good for them.
All right, let's go out to the phone lines, and we're going to go out to Big Al in Robinson. Big Al, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Paul, Big Al.
Okay. What's up?
Hey, Paul.
Yep.
Hey, Paul.
Yep.
I respect you more than most guys on television. You know, like you call it like this, but Bill Carr and Deion Sanders spoke after halftime. They showed 3 or 4 different views, and Deion Sanders said, sitting on your home and watching on TV, you don't realize how fast the game is on the field. They claimed that Flacco was going for the first down. He had all intention of going for it. And they showed it 4 times, different views. The linebacker had 50% of his shoulder pads hit his shoulder pads, the other 50% hit his helmet. Although it was a bad hit, they claimed it was not a dirty hit, and if it was bad, it would be called a flagrant foul. It was not called a flagrant foul. They don't think he'll get fined. And like I said, if he would have went for that first down, he should have slid 2 seconds earlier. But I don't think, I know it was.
So basically, Big Al disagrees with you, Paul.
Yeah, but he's sliding.
Yeah.
How many times, you know, this is the thing. Well, you know, it's a game. I heard Deion Sanders and Cowher at halftime. Here's the thing. How many times do you see quarterback sliding get hit? How many?
You see it every once in a while.
Very rarely.
Yeah.
Very rarely. What, are those games slower? Is the action moving slower? As soon as you see a quarterback making the motion to slide, you got to pull up. You got to figure out how to pull up, and you got to figure out how to minimize the hit. I'm not saying that there shouldn't have been any contact, but he blew him up. You know, even though he's sliding and he's on the ground, he blew him up. You can't do that.
Speaking of a game that's just not attractive at all, I mean, look at the game that we're
You
watching
got
right now.
Matt Moore against Ryan Mallett right now.
Yeah, and two mediocre teams and no offense.
You know, the last 3 or 4 weeks on Thursday, they've actually had good games.
Yes, they had. There was a really good game last week.
You know, but this is nonsense.
We got to take a break. Back with phone calls and tweets coming up next. Stay right there.